So, what if the window you're looking through right now could be a computer? Or what if a medical implant inside your body could actually think for itself? I know, it sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it is fast becoming our reality, and it's all thanks to this incredible new partnership between artificial intelligence and a totally revolutionary class of materials. A partnership that's about to change, well, pretty much everything.
Just stop and think about that for a second. What if the very stuff things are made of could actually compute? What if your desk or your jacket or even a simple bandage could process information? It's a pretty wild idea, right? Well, that's the central question we're going to dive into today. Okay, but before we get into how AI fits into all this, we really need to get our heads around the foundational concept here. What in the world are these revolutionary building blocks? Right, so the key thing to understand is that these are not materials you just go and dig out of the ground. No way. They are meticulously, painstakingly designed, often at a microscopic level. And they're built to manipulate things like light or sound or energy in ways that materials in nature just can't. Think of it like this. It's like creating a real-life invisibility cloak that can actually bend light around an object, or a super thin panel that makes sound just vanish. These are like material superpowers that we design ourselves, right into the very structure of the stuff. Now, this is where things get really, really interesting. This isn't just a story about us using AI to make better materials. It's so much more than that. It's a two-way street, a feedback loop, where AI and metamaterials are making each other smarter, faster, and way more powerful. So on one side of the street, you have AI acting as this incredible architect. Designing the tiny, intricate structures inside these materials is unbelievably complex for a human brain. But in AI, it could just crunch all that data and spit out these perfect, optimal designs we would never have dreamed of. And then, on the other side, these very materials are becoming the physical hardware for a whole new kind of AI. One that computes, and get this, it does it literally at the speed of light. This quote just perfectly nails the game-changing potential here. We're not talking about some small, incremental speed boost. We are talking about building AI brains directly out of matter. We're creating physical neural networks that can solve certain problems thousands of times faster than our best silicon chips, and they do it using just a tiny fraction of the energy. It's a total paradigm shift. So how does a material brain actually compute anything? It's surprisingly elegant, almost beautiful. Imagine you shine a beam of light into a really complex, specially designed maze. Well, the path that light takes as it bounces and bends through that maze is the calculation. And the pattern of light that comes out the other side, that is the answer. And it's delivered almost instantly. There are no circuits, no processors in the traditional sense. It's just physics doing all the heavy lifting for us. And look, this isn't just some far-off theory. This partnership is already moving out of the lab and into the real world, and it's sparking these incredible innovations in huge fields like medicine and energy. Let's start with an application that is just truly amazing, using these very technologies to help rebuild the human body. This is so incredibly practical. Scientists are using AI to design these custom mechanical metamaterials that act as scaffolds for growing new tissue. The AI can predict with amazing accuracy exactly how these structures will behave inside the body. This means they can create the perfect framework for new cells to grow on, whether that's for repairing a broken bone or even regenerating a damaged organ. Okay, next up is an application that could completely change how we power our small devices. What if we could just pull energy right out of the air all around us? This area of research is just fascinating. Right now, we are all constantly surrounded by radio waves. From our Wi-Fi, our cell phones, TV broadcasts, it's everywhere. Well, scientists are developing these special graphene-based metamaterials that can actually capture that ambient energy and convert it into usable electricity. Just imagine a future where your smartwatch never needs a charger because it's constantly powering itself from the air. So let's just pull back for a moment and look at the really big picture here. We are standing on the edge of a pretty profound technological shift, one where that line between intelligent software and physical matter is genuinely starting to dissolve. So, what are the big takeaways here? Well, first, AI is acting as the master architect, helping us design these revolutionary materials way faster than we ever could before. Second, and this is crucial, it's a powerful feedback loop. These same smart materials are becoming the physical hardware for a new generation of hyper-fast, super-efficient AI. And finally, this partnership is already unlocking incredible real-world innovations, from rebuilding our bodies to powering our gadgets from thin air. And that really brings us to a final, really thought-provoking question. We've seen how this tech can help us engineer tissues and harvest energy. But as that line between matter and machine gets blurrier and blurrier, what are we going to build next? The possibilities, honestly, are limitless. Thanks for joining me.